What up, y'all? This is Uncle Pete, cha-ching, and it's time to do that thing. All right, so here's the deal. Last week we did 13 wins, 4 losses, and on 3 break-evens, and we're holding 1. So 13 and 4 is not bad. And in the scalping group, they did 15,675 pips. And if you're new to Forex or don't understand that, they primarily trade the S&Ps, the NASDAQ, or the Dow Jones, the US 30, which is what they call it on the MT4 platform, which offers a lot more pips per trade, and they scalped that very well. So they did very well on that. One of the things, if you're going to join the signal service, just understand that a lot of times we will set our take profits and stop losses and take profits. But if we see that the market is acting a little bit funny, we will close out trades quickly to go ahead and take our pips and pocket that money versus trying to hold a trade for days and days and days sometimes. And then, you get frustrated. So a lot of times when you do get these trades, you'll see that we closed it early in profit. That's what that actually means. Okay. Now, if you do want to join us and you want to make some pips, earn as you learn, you can always join our signal service by going to our website, superezforex.com, and clicking right here on the join our signal trade ideas group. And you'll click right here to just go ahead and sign up. By the way, don't forget that we are running a special on this as well, that once you sign up for this, then you're going to get 1 week free trial of the famous and powerful, I love this system, the Sexy Analyst Trading System. So you're going to get 1 month free trial of that at no additional cost, okay? Don't forget that. By the way, speaking of specials, don't forget, we're winding down to the end of the year, and we are still running a special. Now, this is going to be different, okay? Don't forget, this is different this time. We've never done this before, may never do it again. If you buy the Simplicity Trading System at the discounted price of $199, which comes with the free lifetime classes, you do not pay for the classes by me or Miss Jenny. They actually are free every week. Then you're going to get this trading system, but instead of paying for this or paying for that, you'll be able to choose one or the other. Just shoot us an email. Once you sign up for this, shoot us an email and say, hey, I want the scanner or I want the Too Easy system. Okay, just tell us which one you want, and we're going to give it to you for free. You don't have to buy it. Okay, so just sign up for this. You get one or the other for free. Okay, whichever one you want. All right, that's a wonderful special. It's been helping a lot of people, and we want to continue to help people because going into 2023, to be honest with you guys, it's not looking very good. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. All right, let's get into this. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go over the news events for this week. Now, keep in mind, the week will probably be a little bit slower than normal because this is coming up on the Christmas week. News events are not that strong this week, so even if you do trade, just expect that I don't expect a lot of massive news coming out. Last week when the Feds came out with the news announcements, just like I warned all of you, I told you. I said, don't sit there and fall for the okie doke, and especially the students who came to class. We went over the charts, we saw it live, and I showed you guys price action as it was happening. I told you we saw it spike. I told you don't believe that rally, and moments later it did a massive drop, and I said here's where the problem came in, and I walked you through it step by step. Again, this is what you're actually needing. Okay, a lot of you guys out there, you keep looking for strategies, but you don't understand when to apply them, and you don't understand the market movement. And that can only come from education. You can't go and get a strategy or indicator that's going to tell you how the basic thought process of the market happens. You have to go under somebody who understands it, and you have to get that mentorship. So then when you apply your strategies, you'll know when to apply them and how. Because a lot of times you guys are losing because you keep applying trade strategies at the wrong time. Because you don't understand what's the mind of the market. You don't understand the mood of the market. And so you're able to come to class with me or Miss Jenny, and we did that, and we literally saw the US 30, the S&P 500. It was happening in front of our eyes. And the moment it shot up, I said, hold on. I said, they're celebrating too quick because for the U.S., the inflation numbers that came out showing that, things are growing great. So the rally came in thinking that, that was signified to the Feds to stop raising interest rates. And I said, No, while all the market, the whole market is celebrating, me just sitting here, just a black guy with a baseball hat, I said, nope, 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 don't fall for the okie doke. I said they could stop, but I doubt that they will. I said what I believe they're going to do is they're going to still continue to raise interest rates because they're saying, oh, okay, if they're raising these interest rates, it's starting to work on causing the inflation numbers to come down. Well, why stop now? And guess what happened? They raised interest rates by 50 basis points, just like I said. I ain't hear anybody else saying that, but that's what I warned you guys so that you'll know how to trade that market. And therefore, that's part of where these 15,000 pips came in, because we know how the market moves and how it thinks, and therefore then you know how to apply strategy. That's why many of you guys are losing. And again, that's why you really, 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 really need to take advantage of this, because it's more about the education, and you get a trading system that comes along with it, plus a BOGO, another trading system on top of that. So you're actually getting a 2-for-1. But realistically, the value in this is not the trading systems at all. It's actually the education that you're going to get, because then you're going to go back, once you learn these markets and how they move, their moods and everything else, you're going to go back and say, oh, now I understand when I was trying to do the market maker's method, why it didn't work. When I was trying to do the Elliott wave theory, why it didn't work. And you're going to go down a list of different things that you've already done, and it's going to all make sense. And you're going to say, oh my God, the strategies were fine, but they never taught you the mood of the market and when to jump in. Do you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you're doing double dutch back in the day. You used to do that jump rope, that double dutch. Okay, it's not that you don't know how to jump over a rope. It's just that when you're doing double dutch, these ropes are coming in opposite directions. That's why they're spinning them in both different directions at the same time. Your job is to get your timing right so that when it's time for you to jump in, you'll be in rhythm with who? The wave of these ropes. But it's the same thing with the markets. The markets have double dutch going on all the time. Positive and negative news, this and that, this and that. You got buyers and sellers, bulls and bears. So you got double dutch going on all the time, 24 hours a day in this market. Your job is to find out when is the proper time for me to take my strategy that I learned and my indicators that I'm using, and when to jump in at the right time. And most of you guys, when you jump in, you're getting tripped up and you're falling to the floor because you're jumping in at the wrong time, because you don't understand the rhythm of the market. You understand your strategy, but the rhythm of the market determines when to jump in and apply it. And you're not learning that anywhere. Anywhere. That's why you're failing. That's why I said take advantage of this. Okay? All right, let's get back into it. Let's get to the news for this coming week. There are, I got 5 events you need to pay attention to. Let's get to it. All right, on Monday, the one that I'm paying attention to, again, do your own thing. Make sure to do your own research, okay? Don't depend on anybody, but you can learn from people, but you still need to do your own due diligence, okay? The first one that I'm looking at is right here. Now, as I taught you, my students, I taught you guys in class why, when the Feds came out with their interest rate news announcement, why the entire market shook up. But then when the GBPs or anybody else come out with their interest rate news, it really, you don't see, if you're trading like the AUD or the NZD, but the interest rate news is coming out on the GBP or the Euro, it doesn't hardly move the market at all on the other pairs. And we talked about the correlations of that. Again, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, sign up, get this education, so when you're trading and these news events come out, you'll know which ones that will be impacting a trade that you're actually in, or if you can take a trade that has nothing to do with it and you cool. You see, this again, this knowledge. This is not a strategy. This is not a indicator situation. This is knowledge of the market you're trying to make money from. So for my students, this one, if you're trading the JPYs or anything attached to it, then you do need to pay attention to this one, because their interest rates are coming out. They have been a little bit slow on coming out with their interest rates, which is why their currency was dropping so poorly for quite a long time. Will they catch up and start doing like everybody else and start jacking up interest rates? Well, that will be determined, and we'll see how it goes. But that means on Monday, you might want to shy away from that, okay? On Tuesday... No, I'm sorry. Tuesday looks pretty quiet. Wednesday, we are looking at CAD. CAD had some news coming out, and they're coming out with their inflation numbers. And as I told you guys, inflation numbers seem to be ruling the world right now because the entire world is under an inflation crisis, okay? So before they, and what happens is when you have inflation reports, which used to not be that big of a deal, now it's all important. Why? Because it signifies to the government whether they need to raise interest rates to cool off the inflation. In other words, giving it to you simple, inflation is the fire, interest rates is the water hose. So the higher inflation goes, the more they have to turn up the water hose of interest rates to put the fire out. So that's the reason why you're constantly seeing inflation going up, interest rates going up, inflation going up, interest rates going up. Because the only water hose they really have, they keep saying, oh, we have all these tools, but the only thing that you keep hearing when it's time to put out the fire of inflation is what? We're raising interest rates. Now, riddle me this, and I'll say this quickly and move on so I won't get in no trouble. It doesn't make sense to me that inflation represents higher grocery bills, higher gas bills, higher rent for people, higher mortgage rates. If you're trying to get a mortgage rate, if you're trying to get a car loan, everything about your life is constantly going up through inflation, inflating like a balloon. It's blowing up, getting bigger, right? Now they come around and say the best way to put out the inflation or the rising cost of living is to raise interest rates, which means as soon as you go get a loan for a house, car, credit cards, whatever, you're going to pay more over here. Now, okay, now I didn't go to Wharton Business School. I didn't go to Yale, but does that make sense? So either I'm paying more over here or you're going to fight this by raising my cost over here. Well, the middleman, all you who's so big on your political positions, y'all still not getting it. Do you understand why I'm not into politics? Because I'm looking through the problem of the smoke and mirrors that's being tossed out by all these different parties who's trying to claim that they're doing benefits for the people. But the truth of the matter is, the middle people and the poor are always suffering because if you're raising my cost over here through inflation, but you're going to fight it by raising my cost over here, how am I saving money? As a middle class person, if you're middle class or you're poor, how are you saving money? Think about that. You're getting hit either over here or you're going to get hit either over here. And why is that a problem? Because of inflation, a lot of families are living off their what? Credit cards now. And what are they going to do to fight this inflation? Raise interest rates on the credit cards you own. So how are you really saving money if you're in between? Do you get what I'm saying, people? This is why you take a step back, stop being so gung-ho on your political stance and all these different things and worry about your family. Mind your business. Don't worry about all these politics. That politics stuff, the truth of the matter is, and I'm going to say this and get on because this wasn't supposed to be in the video, but here's the point. While you're cheering for your political positions, you know what's really happening? You really want to know what's happening? You're cheering for those people who's in office to keep their jobs because that's what it's about for them, is keeping their employment while you're possibly losing your job. Why? Because the higher the cost, these companies that you're working for, they have to offset that cost some kind of way. And one of the ways they do that is by raising the prices on the things you purchase, even from the place you possibly working at. So therefore, they raise their costs. And when that doesn't work, then guess what the next step is that the company will do? Fire you. So while you're over here cheering for these people, my political position, I think these Democrats, these Republicans, these parliaments, will you mind your business? Figure out what you need to do to keep the roof over your house and over your head and over your family. Because while you over here distracted, they're over here doing some things. And no matter which way, it's game over for the middle class and the poor. No matter which way it goes. Because think about it. I'm going to fight this so it won't go higher by raising this over here. Okay. Wow. Do you get what I'm saying? In other words, guess what? I'm going to take you out of the oven but I'm going to put you on the barbecue pit to change the environment. Both of them hot. You understand what I'm saying? Both of them are hot. Either one of these is going to burn you. But that's the choices that you have. You got to figure this out, people. You got to figure this out. Let's move on. The JPY is also going to be coming out with their inflation rates. So here's CAD. They're coming out with their inflation rates. So that's going to be on Wednesday. And then you have on Thursday. Let's skip down to Thursday. And by the way, I go to my FX book, go to the calendar section, and then I click on this week. That's how I get here. Now, again, and they have economic calendar right here. Then I click on the whole week, and I do it on Sundays so that the entire week I know in advance what I need to be paying attention to. Okay. Now, on Thursday, we have the JPY, who's also coming out. Where are you? I know I've seen it. The JPY coming out with their inflation numbers. Where is it? Let me go down. Right here. There we go. Right here. So JPY is also coming out with their inflation numbers. But funny really this, normally the inflation numbers come out before they announce the interest rate numbers. But in this situation for the JPY, they're doing things but backwards. They're going to announce on Monday their interest rates, and then on Thursday they're going to announce the inflation numbers, which, by the way, if that's the case, this is not really going to have that, in my opinion. It can make the JPY pairs jump, but realistically, since they've already announced what they're going to do with the interest rate, this report really is null and void. So I don't expect this to be that big of an earth shaker if you're trading the JPY pairs. I still think you should be cautious, but I don't think it should be earth shaking because, again, normally they do it reversed like the US did. They came out with inflation numbers first, and then 2 days later they came out with the interest rate numbers, because the inflation numbers tell the Feds whether they should be moving on the interest rates or not. So one has to be announced first before the other. But this is part of the reason why, in my opinion, the JPY have been dropping. They're doing things backwards, but that's them. No problem there. All right, let's move on to the last news events that you should be paying attention to. Now, realistically, this is more going to affect the stock market than it is the Forex market. So if you're trading the US 30, the NASDAQ, or the S&P, you want to pay attention to this because this could cause a little bit of spiking in the market. But if you're trading other things outside of those, it probably won't have a whole lot of bearing on the markets. But at least you'll know it's there. So you have the durable goods and services and transportation, and home sales, which is not that big of a deal to me anyway. All right, but here's the last but not least that we do need to pay attention to. It's the market is going to be slowing down closer and closer towards the end of the week because Christmas is coming right around the corner, and it's going to start with the euro, which is right here. They're going to start shutting down their banks, getting ready for the Christmas holiday, and then you got it there going into Saturday. Okay, but here's my point. This week is more of a holiday week, so volume may be a lot lower than normal. So if you realize that the markets, you're placing trades, but the markets are moving pretty sluggish, that is the reason why. A lot of institutions and banks, in my opinion, they tend to take this week off since it's going into a holiday. This is the week that possibly could happen. So, don't be too pissed if you take trades and you see that the market is barely moving. Typically, that'll be the retail traders in there. We're trying to make it last the end of the year, or before Christmas money, you know what I mean, jumping in there. So this, again, is going back to what I originally told you guys. When you see reports like this, like we did, we took a bunch of these where, guess what? We may have had a take profit of 40 pips, but hey, if they only gave us 20 and it looks like it's going to do a pullback, guess what? Bing, 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 bing. I'll take them winners all day long. Profit is profit to me. See what I'm saying? Profit is profit. Like this last one we did here. Guess what? It was a small amount of profit, but profit is profit. Why? Because the market was moving very slow and it didn't really want to do anything. And this is, again, why you need to not be so gung-ho, stuck on butthole moves that you're trying to do. I'm going for 100 pips. You can go for it, but the market may not be willing to give it to you. Therefore, if the market is willing to give you 20 pips, but you notice that the trade is starting to go sideways, take the 20 pips and run. Get what I'm saying? This is how we're able to get 13 wins and only 4 losses. Get what I'm saying? Get in, get out. Get in, get out. And then at the end of the week, you'll be happy with 13 wins. Some of you guys ain't seen 13 wins since Noah had walked on this planet. You understand what I'm saying? Noah and the Ark, the Bible. Yeah, well, anyway. Woo, some of you guys. You get what I'm saying? The point is that we can stay consistently profitable because we know when to get in and when to get out. Just because I said to take profit doesn't mean the market want to go that far. So if that is the case, you grab what you can and get out. Because over time, think about it. If you did 6 trades and you had back-to-back winners, like look, 1, 2, 3, this one is still whole, 4, 5, 6, 7 winners. These last 7, this one was at break even, so there was no loss. We're still holding this one. So these last 7, guess what? Boom. If you had 7 winners and they were like 10 to 20 pips each, right? Let's just say you even did 10 pips on 7 winners straight. That's 70 pips of profit. Some of you guys ain't did that since God knows when, right? Now imagine you did 5 of those that did 20 pips, okay? That's what? 5 times 2, that's 100 pips. And then you mix in a couple of other ones that may have gotten you 15 pips. And we'll see, we got winners up in here that did hit take profit. You know, I mean, hey, we just move with what the market wants to give. And then we get up out of there. And then the scalping group, because they're scalping, yeah, look at that. When the last time you did something like that? Do you get what I'm saying? So this is another reason why you can actually join the Signals group and learn how we actually trade, because as professional traders, yes, you may set a take profit, but that doesn't mean the market will move there because of other conditions. And this week is going to possibly be one of them. If the market is moving too slow and it seems like it only wants to give 15 to 20 pips per trade, then doggone it, I'll take the 15 to 20 pips. It doesn't matter if I said to take profit for 100 pips. If it only wants to give that, then I'll dip in and dip out and take my money and run. Amen. All right. That's the end of this video. I will see you guys. Don't forget to take advantage one last time, because the end of the year is coming up, and do not hit me up on January 1st. Oh, I seen your ad. I'm just seeing your channel. I would love to. Okay. I might say yes, but chances are I'll probably say no. Don't procrastinate. Again, you're going to get this trading system with the education. And then you can send us an email after you purchase it. Just shoot us an email and say, hey, I want the scanner or I want the 2 Easy system. We're going to give these to you for free, one or the other. In addition to that, we're also going to give you, again, access to the Sexy Analyst for a free month of trial of this. So that also comes with it for the $199. So you're getting, and by the way, I forgot to tell you guys this, that each one of these, the scanner and the 2 Easy system, also comes with a bonus trading system. So you're getting this trading system with lifetime classes, okay, with me and Miss Jenny. You're also getting the scanner, which also comes with a bonus trading system. Or if you choose this one, the 2 Easy system, it also comes with a bonus trading system. So you're getting 2 systems here, 2 trading systems, right? Okay. Then, in addition to that, you're getting a third one because you're getting a free month trial of the Sexy Analyst, which comes with 2 additional scanners. So you're getting 3 scanners, 3 trading systems, and free classes for the holiday special of $199. And again, if you want the Signal service, you just join our Signal service. You're going to pay for the monthly subscription, and you're still going to get 1 free month trial of our Sexy Analyst trading system. Okay? All right. Can't do no better than that. Okay, you guys, I'm out. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I am gone. Thank you very much, and have a great day.